Select Series, Manny Santiago, who is skating in heat number 2. As we take a look at this list, Clem.
Manny's like the Nyjah of the Select Series.
That's right. That's right.
Tough to beat.
Here's a look at what Manny has done thus far at X Games this year, putting it down proper in Brazil on his way to the very first Select Series win.
Seems like it was forever ago, but it wasn't that long.
And then it was Barcelona where he cemented his place, crushing it in the Select Series event, actually qualifying into the Street League final where he took 3rd place.
Yes, I think some of the other veterans of Street League were gone. Uh-oh, man is a contender now.
Well, he is a guy that is absolutely built for this format. Up next, though, to start off heat number 2, Adrien Bulard.
Adrien's fun to watch. He's spontaneous, straight out France. So he's one of those guys that you just don't know what he's going to do. Probably didn't plan his run out too much. You don't know what you're going to get. Or maybe he did. He's super good. He's wow.
Looking good thus far. Again, each skater getting 2 45-second runs. We count the best score here in the flow section.
Little nollie heel right there. The nose Manny to 180 to switch Manny is a great one that he just did very easily.
So Bulard closing in on 5 seconds. Room for one final trick.
Wow, what a great run. He's got a good hard flip. That looks super good.
Yeah.
Flawless run. I wish that hard flip would have counted.
Here we take a look at him hitting the pad.
That's it. Nose Manny. Quick 180 to switch Manny.
So here he is on that final flip. I don't know if the judges counted it. They may have, though. A 6.8 as it came off right after the buzzer. Here's no stranger to the Street League format, Greck Luzka.
Starting out with a 270 blunt. And it makes it look so easy. Actually, I was watching this morning. Luzka was killing practice. And he told me, I've been up since 3 a.m. I'm ready to skate, man. And Felipe Gustavo's like, man, it's early. Switchback flip. Luzka putting it down. And he's so planned out. He's so ready. He wants this. 180 nose grind. Just super easy for him.
Effortless for Luzka. He's ranked number 2 in the Select Series. Remember, the top 2 guys at season's end, Clem, actually jumped into the Street League for the 2014 season. So there's a lot on the line here, but Luzka is shaping himself up quite well.
And you know, Luzka is so calculated. He knows that. Yeah. He knows where he stands. He knows what he has to do.
So Luzka with a 7.0, par for the course with Luzka. He's been crushing it in the flow section so far this year. Up next, though, Fabian Lang.
One of the new faces out here.
The second of the 2 Germans.
That's right. Ooh, nice frontside blunt slide.
This is my first time seeing Fabian skate, Clem. I don't know about you.
Same here. I saw him out on the course this morning when I was hanging out, and I was like, who is that dude? Oh, must be Fabian. Switch front board. Skating solid. That's the P-Rod pop out. The pop out and turn around. Whoa, 50-50 up the wrong way. That was nice. I didn't know that was coming. Putting together a solid run.
Timing it up well. One final trick as he hits the impact section.
Frontside 5-0. Man, look at that energy and hustle.
One miss away from that being a really great run.
That front foot was looking stylish on that front blunt slide.
Look at this up the rail.
Feeling it. Nice run.
So he's 6.5 for Fabian Lang. But here now, your top-ranked Select Series pro, Manny Santiago.
Coming out swinging. Kickflip back 50-50, which is super easy for Manny.
Now, Clem, you were telling me, I noticed it at practice yesterday. Really bad case of food poisoning over the weekend. Definitely looked like it took it out of him.
Yeah, you know how some people say, oh, I got food poisoning.
It's like, no, you're just sick.
Yeah, well, you know, he was in the hospital.
This was real food.
Yeah. Manny was hooked up to an IV in Ocean City, Maryland. On his way here. So we didn't get to skate in the Dew Tour there. He must be hungry now, I'll tell you that much. 360 shove, lip slide. I had a big debate with that trick with him. Is it an impossible or is it 360 shove it? He calls it a 360 shove it. So do I.
That's what we will call it. So a flawless run up until that point for Manny. You know he's going to come back for that on his 2nd attempt. As his score comes in at a 6.7. Taking another look.
That's what he started out with. Kickflip back 50-50.
A staple of Manny there.
So easy for him. Adrien Bulard going the distance on the back lip. Same trick Tim Zom did.
Again, as you look at the standings, you might notice that these guys, Adrien in at 7th, they're competing against the 2 other heats skating out there today. So it's not just against the 3 other guys in heat number 2. They're skating against all 15 dudes out here today.
Don't know why he just tried that right there, but go figure. He was on a roll right there for a minute. He did 4 tricks in about 15 seconds. Woo! Half cab nose slide, 270 out, not landing it. So close.
So he's closing in on his final 5. Needs to pick up the pace here if he wants to throw down one more.
Turning around super quick, going for the 360 flip, not happening. You know, he had all the elements of that run. He just kind of really put it together right.
So a 3.2, Bulard will definitely hold on to a 6.8 from his first attempt. Again, this is qualifying. The top 6 guys from the qualifying will move on to the final immediately following this event. Here's Greck Luzka sitting comfortably with a 7.0 on his first attempt.
270 nose blunt, like nothing for Luzka. Frontside nose slide. He is so determined. 360 ollie, not really even reverting right there, just going 360.
Arguably the most consistent guy here in the select series.
You got it. Switch back lip. Solid 4 tricks. 180 nose grind.
And again, Clem, times his run, maybe only Manny times it better than Greck Luzka.
They're both contest veterans. Been doing it for a long time, know exactly what they're doing. I saw him do that in practice 5 times this morning. He's shaking his head going, what's going on?
Uncharacteristic slip up for him there. His time will expire.
Still has a...
So a 6.8. We take another look.
There's that 360 ollie.
He'll hold on to that 7.0 and stay in 6th position. So here's Fabian trying to best that 6.5. All of the guys' first scores, though, in the flow section here in heat number 2, really impressive.
Yeah, that frontside feeble was very good. But that pop out, walk around on that quarter pipe, I would deduct some points on that one, if possible.
From your mouth to the judge's ears.
Got it. That's why I'm not judging. I'm just commenting. It's a great thing about analyzing. You sit and give your opinion on what you get, what you think. But no, this dude's ripping. First time I've ever seen him. He's a good skater. Just, you know, that's the whole thing with not being very experienced in contests. You know, you sometimes, and I hate to use this word, but coaching. You know, you need a little coaching. It's just friendly advice, really.
Totally, and you know, the Street League format is different and unique than any other contest that these guys might have skated in the past. So that strategy has to come into play. Lang's score coming in at 2.2. He'll hold on to that 6.5, staying in 9th place. Here's Manny Santiago trying to best a 6.7.
You know, I'm a big fan of giving 100%. That's why I'm such a big fan of Manny. Yeah. He just goes for it, you know. I went out and talked to him the other day, just asking him, hey, you know, what's changed in the last year, Manny? Like, you've upped your game. What is it? And he just said, he's like, I just want to do my best. I just want to be the best I can be. But it's that influence of who he hangs with. He's hanging with P-Rod. He's hanging with Mikey Taylor. He's hanging with Chris Cole, the best dudes. And that's why he's got a great switch flip like that over the bar.
The Ammo Pro has won the first 2 Select Series events. Will he make it 3 today? As he closes in on a final trick here in the flow section.
Just a couple seconds left. On the buzzer right there. Kickflip front 50-50.
There's Manny. More personality than any skater out here. I don't care what discipline.
You're right. And
no one's more vibrant than Manny Santiago.
And you know, Brandon, that's what makes it, right? Yeah. Isn't that what makes it fun to watch skateboarding?
100%.
It's like everyone can do the tricks. That was awesome.
So a 6.8 for Manny Santiago, jumping him up to 7th. Just so glad to see Ramona Brulin having some fun at the Hofbräu House. What's up, everybody? You're watching X Games here in Munich, Germany. Stop 5 of 6. A few little facts about Munich. 1.4 million people call it home, the 3rd largest city in Germany. Bayern Munich won the 2013 UEFA Champions League, and of course the host of the 1972 Olympics. You were there, weren't you, Clem?
Yeah. Year before I was born, so I'm getting old.
Wow. We move on now to the impact section for heat number 2 at Street League Skateboarding qualifying.
Adrien Bulard starting out with a 360 flip. Textbook, too.
Bulard impressed me in the flow section. More of the same to start off the impact. Again, each skater getting 5 attempts. We count the 3 best scores. Bulard jumping up into 5th position. Here's Greck Luzka.
Starting out with a nose bump slide, getting some points up on the board. He knows what he's doing. That's specifically what he was skating this morning when I was out on the course. He was all about the impact section, specifically about the hubbas.
And you got to like that strategy, right, Clem?
I mean, you know, anyone that's calculated and plans ahead, I'm a fan of. Nice nose grind. Fabian Lang, our local German.
So Fabian put some points on the board, a 3.2. Again, those skaters are trying to get into those top 6 positions to qualify for the final. Here's Manny Santiago.
It's his move. Kickflip front 50-50.
Been there, done that, says Manny Santiago.
Does it that easily.
Taking another look at Manny slays off. So that 6.2 for Manny jumps him up into the top 6, 5th place overall. And here's Bulard on attempt number 2.
Going for a nollie heel. It's interesting how some skaters skate the hubbas and some want to skate the gap. You get that preference. That's what's great about the courses being switched up all the time.
Yeah. To have
wide
the
hub.
options.
Yeah. Let's go with a switch 5-0.
Luzka, fan of the hubbas, after a 5.4 on attempt number 1, a 5.1, and that jumps him up into 4th place. By the way, Tim Zom officially eliminated out of the top 6 as he's dropped down to 8th.
Oh, that's all we'll see from Tim. Nollie 50-50. Oh, and not a make, huh?
I don't think that will count. Judges agree, as that is his first throwaway. Here's Manny Santiago.
I don't know how that just happened either. Those hubbas are interesting because they're wide. Yeah. But they're thin enough to get your board all the way over on a board slide.
So Manny kicks away his first. He'll stay in 6th. Here's Adrien Bulard on attempt number 3.
Ooh. Going for a kickflip over the hubba. Board got kind of caught on the back foot. Didn't quite happen.
So that's Bullard's 2nd miss. Here's Greck Luzka trying to jump up in the standings. That'll do it.
Big spin nose slide. 3 tricks, 3 makes for Luzka.
Very smart play. A 5.4, a 5.1, and now a 7.5, jumping him up into 2nd place overall. Look at this. Super slow-mo.
Catch and positioning on the nose. Boom. Luzka nailing it. You know, he does like that switch 5-0 he did earlier. It's like you know he can do it, but you don't see it all the time. It's almost like Luzka switching up his trick selection. That's just my take on it.
But you like that. You like to see
that. You do.
Yeah.
I think especially with Luzka, where you're so used to seeing the same tricks with him. Yeah.
Manny.
I think the width of the hub is messing him up. That's what I think.
I think so. So that's his 2nd miss. He cannot afford another one as he sits in that bubble position of 6th place.
He does that trick so easily on a regular rail. There's that kickflip over the hubba.
Bulard sticks it on his 2nd try. Attempt number 4 for him there. A 4.9, that jumps him up into the top 5. Take another look.
Nice angle. So he was looking back at the hubba.
So here's Luzka, who can actually take the overall lead with an 8.4 or better here.
What? Kickflip front crooks. Are you kidding me?
Greck Luzka if you need him.
Did you see Richie the filmer's face right there? He was just as surprised as I was.
You can't miss Blonde Ambition, Richie Valdez down there.
Look at this.
8.0.
Very nice, man. Very nice. That Luzka's ripping.
So that is a section high here in the impact section. Greck Luzka with that 8. Here's Fabian Lang sitting in 8th place.
Going for a nollie nose grind. Only getting a nollie 50-50 out of it. Not happy with it.
So just a 1.6 for Fabian. Amazingly jumps him up into 7th place.
Yeah. Well, the judges knew what he was going for, so that wasn't the same trick, but yeah.
Wow, Manny Santiago with his 3rd straight miss And Clem, this is not the Manny Santiago that we've known to see this year.
You don't see this too often. That's a little disappointing. And knowing Manny, he must be beating himself up right now. Woo! Now a heel. Perfect, Adrien Bulard.
So Bulard just sticking these flip tricks. A 6.2 as we take another look.
Wow. He didn't even squat down. That was nothing for him.
So here's Greck Luzka. As you can see, Manny checking out the ISX scoring. The beauty of this is the guys get to see their scores instantaneously. Wow.
Whoa. Kickflip, back tail, fakie. Luzka destroying the impact section.
That easily will give Luzka the overall lead. Another 8.0.
Look at how solid. Hop right up.
Man on a mission, Greck Luzka is today during qualifying. He's looked super comfortable on the course.
There's that Nolly nose grind. Yeah, Fabian. Took 3 tries to get it, but he got it.
So that'll jump Fabian into the top 6, a 5.4. So here's Manny Santiago, who right now is on the outside looking in. Remember, needs to get into the top 6 to get into the final. Going to need a big trick here. A 5.2 or better will get him into that final group. What's he got?
I'd like to see him land anything at this point. I don't know what he was going for, because here he did the kickflip front 50-50.
So a no score for Manny, and that's 4 straight misses, and that officially eliminates Manny Santiago. Shocking, Clem.
Well, this really is. I almost don't know what to say. I didn't know we would have to actually talk about Manny not making it just to the finals of Select Series, much less winning it.
So again, Manny Santiago is the top-ranked Select Series pro. Each of these guys does get to drop their lowest score from this season, which at this point it will most certainly be this event for Manny Santiago. But shocking development thus far here in qualifying. But it's Greck Luzka putting it down in a commanding lead, first overall. Yunus Amrani and Jack Curtin following up. But again, the big story thus far, the clear-cut favorite, Manny Santiago, unable to move on to the final.
I don't know what that was all about.
So we will not see Manny in the final. Heat number 3 coming up next.